Alright, so today's trade didn't go too well. We ended up losing $60 today. So it was Monday, and we decided to take our usual trade where we waited for the break of orb. And once we broke orb, we ran into a resistance level here, and we were waiting for this to be broken for us to enter the trade. Very strong confirmation candle for our entry after a little pullback here that could not get us below that level. So we decided to get in, and we ended up running our stop loss up after we failed right here, right at that tip that just didn't look good to us. So we decided to get out quickly, and we ran our stop loss up. We would have taken the full loss if we didn't move our stop loss, and then we would have proceeded to go all the way up. This orange line is just the halfway point, so we were looking to move our stop loss up to break even once we hit that 50 point. So either way, even if we somehow survived that pullback, which we wouldn't have, we would have gotten stopped out anyway because we would have moved our PT to break even. But yeah, these trades have been taking a longer time, but the overall market direction has been going with what we believe was going to happen. We entered the day very bullish because of the sell-off that happened. We just weren't really expecting to continue to go down after such a powerful pop off of this level after hours and then pre-market as well. And yeah, basically closed the gap super quickly. Another reason for our entry was the ES crossed this 6885, which happened after we were already out of the trade, but we were looking to break the London high and this key level. So we got in right about here, and then went up for a little bit, rejected, and bounced back up. So it could have been, but yeah, in my opinion, there wasn't any avoiding this trade. Met most of our criteria. The only thing that did hold us back a little bit today is we were trading from our laptop and our phone, so I didn't have my monitors to see the higher time frames and everything like that, but I was looking at the 5-day 15 on my phone, which was very bullish, and actually the 5-day 15 flipped and looked a little more obvious to the downside, which is why we moved our stop loss up. But yeah, it was going against us very quickly once we entered, which is something that doesn't typically happen in our winning trades. Most of our winning trades are moving in our favor as we enter, but like I said, recently the markets have been very slow, so they have been taking a while to hit our plays. But we also did trade an eval, and we are down currently 1,000 roughly on our eval, so hopefully we can flip that around. But yeah, we took an eval trade off of this candle like an idiot. We were supposed to wait for the close, which we didn't. Immediately got stopped out because we actually entered on this one, and then we decided to use our real money account on the second trade we took, which didn't help our mental headspace. So we weren't the most confident going into it because we had already taken an L, even though it wasn't one of our funded accounts, but it was the evaluation. Alright, so today's trade we have some mixed feelings because it feels like we could have gotten more, but at the same time it was a little hard to tell with the way the market was moving. This is very different conditions than what last month were. Last month, the 50-point stop loss was barely enough to give you a chance. This month it's plenty, and the moves are happening a lot slower. So today's trade was 25 minutes long, and basically broke even today. We ended up going up $6.46 on our second our second funded account, which we haven't taken. We've only taken 3 trades on this account, and basically our break even down a very small amount. And then on our eval account, we ended up going up 330. But yeah, as you can see here, this was our full stop loss to start. We ran it up throughout the entire trade and eventually put it at break even when we made this big push right here. So that push on that 5-minute candle right there flipped really hard against us and scared us out of the trade. So we moved our stop loss up to essentially break even and got stopped out just for us to go all the way back up, as you can see here. We made a little more on the eval account because we got filled a little bit lower than we did on our funded account. But the main basis of today, we were looking for the close above the London high, which we got very early. Very heavy volatility to open throughout the day. I mean, we moved 100 plus points there. And then we were looking for the close above orb. So orb was huge resistance. So as we were watching this, we added a step 5 for us to make sure we saw before entering because of the volatility, which was the retest to the London high. So we dipped down, tapped it immediately, and if we would have got in on that retest, which wasn't part of our plan, we probably would have profited fully here. But yeah, then we waited for the break of the top of orb, which we showed heavy resistance to. Got a good confirmation candle here, and the ES followed through very well. As you can see here, it broke orb as well, broke a key level, and decided to keep moving. But yeah, today's sell was a little bit panicked. We should have kept our stop loss slightly below break even, or at the very least essentially at break even, and we would have still been in this trade and possibly been able to catch a little more profit. But at the end of the day, break even and adding 330 to our eval, which, let me see here. So our eval, we are down pretty big. We are down roughly $800 on this account, and that's mainly because of some really bad trades we took on our laptop when we weren't in front of our monitor. We tried to play news like an idiot, got burned there, which we talked about in the last video, so we're not going to go into that too much. But yeah, I mean, this flip scared us out really at the end of the day. Before we entered the trade, we knew it was going to be a very long trade, and we knew we were going to be able to run our stop loss up. So we managed the trade overall pretty well. I mean, this pullback looked really nasty on the ES, which is really what scared us out. But at the end of the day, we didn't close below, because we got out right here. We didn't close below this support level that turned into support at least. So we shouldn't have really gotten out of the play, but overall, right trade, and we had a chance to profit a little more. Can't ask for too much better there. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to lower our stop loss and lower our PT level is probably what's coming because of the way the volatility's been. I mean, these are really slow grinders, and the 50-point stop loss isn't totally necessary now, and the 100-point TP level seems to be a little bit too much here recently. So we're going to do some more research and see if we can tighten that up. Well, we're definitely going to tighten it up. It's just a matter of how we're going to do it. But yeah, good trade today overall.